Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I am so excited and to welcome you back, and also, as I always tell you, this is your girl in change and excellence. And if what you want in life at this point in your life is change or growth or excellence, then I am here. I'm your sister in the journey and I am doing this just for you. Okay, so look, I have seen, well, I'm a life coach. I'm a corporate speaker and trainer, and usually mostly coach in the areas of leadership, change management, and how do you step into your purpose. And I have seen so many people in some of my coaching programs. I have seen so many people make mistakes when they're launching out into their life coaching careers. And I decided, because instead of just having answering one-on-ones, because I've done so many of those, I said, you know what, I'm just gonna do a video, so thank you so much, guys, those of you who have been asking me some of these questions. And or at least, you're starting out, you're starting out in life coaching, or you'd want to get into that area. And what are some of the things that you should watch out for? What do you watch out for? Or what are some of the common mistakes that life coaches make, and especially when they are beginning? Okay, so this is it. And please stay with me. We'll take about 15 minutes and we will be done. So, and please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly do so right about now. Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so that you get to know when we post new videos. Let's get to it. So look, I have been a coach, first of all, for since 2016. That's about 7 years. Up to now, it's 2022. And so the things that I'm gonna be speaking here are things that I have seen, the things that I have seen for myself, or I have made the mistakes myself. And so I have learned from my own mistakes, and others, of course, I've been able to see other people make them. Yeah. So what I'm telling you, I have some experience, not just speaking about things that I have observed. There are things I've experienced myself. Number one, first common mistake that we make is that we don't define your niche. You don't define your niche. That's a mistake. And I know when we are getting into this area of mentorship, motivational speaking, or inspirational speaking, or if it's life coaching, or if it's training, you can't coach on everything. You can't coach on everything, and you need to have a niche. Define and determine what your message is going to be. What will be your message? You want to be known in coaching, what exactly? Okay, it's life coaching, but which area? Because life is a whole mixture of things. So which area is your do you want to coach in? For me, I was very clear that I want to be able to coach in the areas of leadership. And so, I have built on that, I mean, over the years. But basically, I started from somewhere, and that also helps with your branding. And I think that would be the second point. So the first point is, define your niche. Define your niche. If you don't define your niche, you want to speak on everything. You are called to speak on relationships, you go and speak on relationship. You want to coach on relationship, you want to go and speak about leadership, you want to go and do so many other things. I mean, you've got to be able to know what's my message, and who is the target. Is it women? Is it youth? Is it mothers? Is it professionals? Is it entrepreneurs? Is it students? Is it who? I mean, so yeah, that's why it's important to first of all define your niche, and this will also help you in your branding. So that brings us to point number two. Point number two is, the second mistake you make is that you don't brand yourself. You want to speak about everything, anything, and everything because you are excited to get into this space, and I know how it feels. I know, because and I mean, the opportunity is coming. You want to jump on every opportunity. And for me, I actually usually say you don't just jump on any opportunity because you are invited to go and speak to a certain corporate on this area, and you know very well that you're not an expert. You're just getting into coaching and mentorship and this space, and you just go to Google and just Google, put some things together and do a presentation. I think some opportunities that you get, it's good you actually say no when you know you're not an expert in that area, or when you know the kind of people the kind of target group that you have. Yeah. So the second one is that you don't brand yourself. And by branding, I mean, we don't know really which area that you are coaching in. What's your brand name? For me, I call myself a life coach, a life coach, leadership and change management consultant, so I'm a leadership coach as well. So what's your name? First of all, what's your brand name? You need a brand name. You need to brand yourself. You need to package yourself, so your name is very important, and it suggests who you are and how you can be of help or use to people. So that's important. And also in branding, this is where you now also get to think about, most people don't think about, okay, um so I have a name, this is my brand name. We don't think about, what's the logo that I need, what's the colors, because that's all that is part of your brand, all that is part of your brand, the colors that you choose, the name, the tagline, and all that. You need that, and that's it. That's really important. So if you go to my Facebook, you'll see it's Sarah Munyi there, life coach. And I said, you know what, I want to first of all identify myself as life coach, like that. So Sarah Munyi, the life coach. When you see that, you know this is about life coaching. Then you go to the description. Now I've put everything that I coach there. So it's easy for somebody to see that at a glance. So when we look at you or your social media, what do we see at a glance? Yeah, that's very important. We don't brand ourselves, and that's a second mistake. Okay, the third mistake that we make is that we don't think about the business of coaching. You don't think about the business of your business. How do I put that? You don't think about how you actually structure yourself to make money. This is the thing. The information that you're giving, like even what I'm giving you right now, it's the information. People don't just pay for information. You just go somewhere and speak, and people will say, "Oh, that was nice. That was nice. That was nice." And people don't just buy information. People buy a package. You need to be able to structure that content, structure that program. If it's a program, structure it into a program, structure it into a book. I mean, that is what people buy. You have to take to the market a product, and a product is always packaged. So if it's a training program or a coaching program or something like a book, something that is actually packaged, and that's what will sell in the market. So you've got to think about the business of coaching, the business of your life coaching. So, and I think in our program, as we teach in our program, because we usually have a program for life coaches, how you launch out into life coaching. This is one of the things that will really help you to craft, how do I put my content together? And also, how do I make sure that it's done in a way that it's attractive and can go to the market, and people can be interested. People want to know, what is it about, how can I join in? And you are able to generate leads, I think. So it's very important you think about the business of your coaching. And you see also, when you get into this space, you're so excited. You're so excited to start, and you're giving everything for free. You're invited to speak in a school, you're invited to speak maybe in church, you're invited to speak somewhere, maybe it's a company and all that. And sometimes people feel shy. You feel shy to charge. You have your content, and it's good, but you don't know how to charge. So that's why when you package it into a program, or you can even say a coaching program, if it's it's about for an hour, is about I charge this amount for single. If it's just a person that I'm seeing, if it's just single, like coaching, one-on-one coaching, so I charge maybe about $100 per hour, or $100. That's like 10,000 Kenya shillings per hour, or 15,000 Kenya shillings for 2 hours, or something like that, or $200 per hour. I mean, you've got to have something like that, or maybe it's just $50, but at least have something. Yeah. And then also, it's good to know what's out there in the industry, what really people are charging out there. It's always good. So these are some of the things that we also teach you when you come into our program. And then so that's very important. Actually, this is like where we spend a lot of time in our program. just really crafting, coming up with content, and also putting it in a way that it looks like a business and a serious business. Number four, the fourth mistake many coaches make is you don't market yourself. You just don't market yourself, or you don't look at it very seriously. Some of us getting into this space, you have done something else before, you have worked before, you are even a professional, you are not entrepreneur, or you're just in a space where you just want to give back, you want to mentor, you're there, so you already have something else you're doing. So you look at it as a side hustle, but you know that the content that you're giving is something that can actually earn you, can be like your side business, or is an area that you really want to get in. So you don't market yourself because you don't look at it seriously. Like every business, you need to market, like every business. And for me, marketing is in different ways. You can do one-on-one networking forums. You can leverage on networking forums. I always say, please, you see a meeting, it's a physical meeting anywhere, please, it's always good to take advantage and leverage on those meetings, so that there's some things you get physically that you will not get on Facebook, you will not get on LinkedIn, you will not get on social media. Some of these connections, yeah, you will not meet the big guys on social media. Some of them, their accounts are being managed, yeah. So uh you actually have to really leverage on marketing. And then, I mean, one-on-one marketing or physical, meeting people and talking to them. And then, of course, you have to leverage on online and digital marketing as well. That's serious. That's serious. Because, and this is the thing, anybody who wants to engage you for coaching, they want to first of all go to your YouTube, go to your Facebook, go to Google, and just Google your name and see, how do you talk, how's your energy and everything. Do you sound like you have what I need? Yeah, do you sound like you have what I want? You get. So you fail to market yourself, and we what we usually say actually in marketing. Marketing is about visibility. You're increasing your visibility, and we usually say in marketing, branding, and that if we don't know you, you don't exist. That's the first law of visibility. If we don't know you, you don't exist. So whether it is WhatsApp, it is Facebook, it is Twitter, I mean, all of those platforms, or LinkedIn, or all of those platforms where you can find people, you need to be marketing yourself and your programs, or even at least giving people some tips here and there. Okay, so that's the mistake number 4. Mistake number 5: inconsistency. Let me tell you, for you to buy, many people are coming into this space, and for you to really build credibility, you need to be consistent. There are people who, up to date, I mean, I started this journey back in 2016, 2015, well, and 2016 is when I really got into it very well, but I started in 2015. And there are people who actually subscribe to my programs now 5 years later. This is why you have been very consistent since this time. I saw how you started, I saw how you launched, and I think this is the time, or they at least after a whole 5 years is when they are coming. Brava, to be very consistent, very consistent. And I always say, if you're getting into this space and you're posting and posting, and people are not telling you that, oh, you have changed, what happened to you, you have changed, then you still have some more work to do. You still have work to do. You still have to keep on posting and posting. Sometimes you post, people wonder, what is she talking about? Everyone wants to be a motivational speaker. That's what people say. But you need to be consistent and consistent and consistent. People start associating you with value conversations. People start associating you with progress, start up associating you with responsibility, and whichever area that you're speaking about, and they start to invite you even for and giving you business. I mean, myself, I've gotten a lot of business like that, but people just they come every day to my page to see what I've written. Some won't comment. But 5 years, 4 years down the line, they're saying, oh, Sarah, I think you're just a person for my team, for my staff, because you've been very consistent over these years. And so the consistency is key, and you need that. You need to keep giving people something until they feel like now they owe you something. They feel like they owe you something and have to give you something. Okay. Okay, guys, so those are the 5 things that you need to work on. And so to check out, if you're starting out in this journey, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.